Now let's walk you through the blueprint for success in the agentic era. We're going to break down all the latest product announcements, tell you how it can impact your business. Carolyn, the foundation for any agentic success, it all starts with data. Let's talk about the relationship between Data 360 and Agentforce. Why is it so important for organizations to get their data in order?
Well, you've spent so much time getting all of that data, and so you got to put it to use. So Data 360 acts as that crucial data layer, providing a single, unified source of truth. It's the complete history, preferences, and interactions that you have with all of your customers. So that knowledge then becomes the foundation for Agentforce. And Agentforce is Salesforce's generative AI agent framework, and it's built on our platform. So because data fuels it, it allows autonomous agents to act with context and ensure that it's trusted. So in short, Data 360 provides the what, that full customer context, and then Agentforce provides the how, so the AI-driven action and automation.
We always keep saying it, but your AI is only going to be as good as your data. I love how you've kind of summarized that. Thinking of practical applications for all of this, for a company in, say, a highly regulated industry like financial services or healthcare, how does Agentforce empower human service agents, right, to improve their day-to-day efficiencies?
So this is the biggest benefit I hear, is that improved efficiency for everyone and being able to really connect with your customers. So specifically in regulated industries like financial services and healthcare, we know Agentforce provides that trusted automation because, we'll give you some examples. When a customer reports fraud, for example, the agent is going to use a simple prompt like initiate fraud report and lock the card. So what Agentforce can do is then instantly execute the complex but pre-approved workflows that you have. So it'll securely freeze that account, file necessary regulatory reports, and send confirmation to the customer that the action has been taken care of. So really trust it. And then healthcare, for example, we all know, right, for a complex patient inquiry, an agent now can use a single command to drive Agentforce to verify the patient's deductible status, reroute the referral to an in-network specialist. This just ensures the compliant, the consistent, fast service delivery while maintaining things like HIPAA compliance. So the key benefits is being able to scale those service operations without compromise any data governance or security protocols and making sure you are compliant with regulations.
It's so important, as you mentioned, for these industries like financial services and healthcare. For more on the power of Agentforce and how it can change your business, check out this highlight from today's main keynote.
It brings us to something truly new. An entirely new way to use Salesforce, just like our own mission and vision states, right? A new way to connect with your customer. This isn't your old AI CRM or CRM product, which you've come to know us as. This is so much more. We call it Agentforce 360. It's this idea that you can use these agents, these intelligent agents, to augment and change, transform every one of your customer experiences, like those shopping experiences we saw a moment ago during Cyber Week, or change all of your employee experiences, right? You can change your HR experiences, your IT experiences, but even newer, what if we could use Agentforce to change your day-to-day operations? Things like, think about your supply chain. How much time does it take to onboard a new supplier every time your supply chain changes a little bit? Now you can do that with Agentforce faster than ever before.
Patrick Stokes, telling it like it is right there. One of the coolest innovations we saw in the keynote is not just how Agentforce can work for you, but how easily Agentforce can turn your ideas into prototypes in just a matter of minutes. It's called Agentforce Vibe, and it's all the rage, but I love all of this. Carolyn, what's the vibe here?
Well, besides bringing vibes to work, Carrie, other AI coding tools, they generate generic code from prompts, but Agentforce Vibes, it taps into your Salesforce org. So the unified metadata, being able to write code that it already knows based on your things like custom objects, field relationships, validation rules, all of your business processes you already have. And so then it doesn't just understand things like Apex and Lightning in your org. It's got full visibility, right? So now it's able to tap into your org schema, custom fields, flow definitions, and then integration patterns. So by being able to tap into that, now it makes AI coding it just has the ability to write the code with context about your business. So it's in your specific sales environment, all the information and processes you've worked on for years.
But to get to prototypes, what an impact, right? Because when we're just talking and we're, chatting here and there, shooting whatever, to get to the prototype is truly what we need and where Agentforce can be so impactful.
Absolutely.
I love that. We saw a preview of this in the main keynote, actually. Agentforce Vibes truly is something. Take another look from this big announcement from the World Tour New York main keynote.
They did this with Data 360, the next generation of data cloud. Unifying your enterprise data, your customer data, your unstructured data through zero copy. And what's more is that now Data 360, it stores your Agentforce conversations, your customers' preferences, and that gives your agents memory. One more thing that Data 360 does, and this is one of my personal favorites, is data governance is not an afterthought with Data 360. Your compliance teams are going to love this, and I'm actually an ex-IT auditor, so I love this, is that when you create compliance policies and governance policies, they're applied to all of your data automatically. Now, we know that agents, they need data, but more than data, they need context. That's what helps them be intelligent. But in most enterprises, that's actually very, very difficult. The same data, it sits in your lake, it sits over here in a warehouse, it sits in a business system, and how many different formats are there for date? And you have to try to reconcile all of this. Well, Informatica, it brings cataloging, it brings lineage, data lineage, and Informatica brings a golden record. Now, there's one other thing that agents can benefit from. Agents rely on signals. They rely on signals from your systems. Think of a signal like, in the case of FedEx, a shipment that's running late or it's delayed. Well, MuleSoft, what it does, it connects all of your systems to be able to surface all of these operational signals. And those signals trigger your agents to take secure action. And Data 360, well, Data 360, it wraps it all around. It unifies your data, and it brings trusted, governed, and intelligent context to every single one of your agents and your applications.